Good morning, guys. Good afternoon or good night. Either one. Have a good one. Anyway, about the Watts case. Honest to God. See if that was my family. Honestly, before I'm living it. This is me naturally. You see the eyes. I'm living what they're living. So, Shanann Watts, right? Fair enough, YouTube, yeah. I love crime. I mean, when you know what you're talking about. What gets me is this theory, and I used to love going on YouTube every morning with a cup of tea, and that'd be the first thing I tuned into about the Watts, right? So, at the time, I watched it with my daughter, who's deceased. So, anyway, I thought, I'll continue doing it. So we did. Anyway, if I'm going to do a YouTube channel, right, I'd rather speak facts and the truth. No theories. If it's a theory or my opinion, I will say. Right? Now, I'm going to point a lie out straight away, right? Now, there's one channel gets death threats. Where's the proof? He's demanding proof. That no YouTube channel has got a right to go and send emails to demanding they look into Nicole Kessinger. I get that it's hurt the nation hard. I'm loving it. So I do understand the rusics. I really do. I was in the shower, and I thought, know what? I do know the truth. And I've known the truth for ages. And some channels, I mean, I never ever paid a paying one, right? Apart from 2 channels, right? And then one said they didn't need more money. So fine, I stopped my membership. So, the other one, I just left. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, the utter BS I've ever heard about this case in my life. I'm maybe not a big YouTuber channel, and I've only started, but at least when I bring a story out to you, I'm bringing the truth. I'll bring facts. I'm not putting my facts and my truth and my proof out there just now. What, so other people could steal it, edit it, make AI in? No. That picture with Shanann Watts coming in from the door is edited. Go back to 2016. It's a total. She's not even in an airport. She's not even pregnant. She's not even got a bump. She does look like a wee bit chumpy, but I think that was just Shanann's body. I mean, I'm not still saying she wasn't her attitude. I'm not saying she wasn't a bossy and things like that, because I do think she was like that. I do. But it still doesn't give people the right to go, oh, this was the picture. Chris must have changed her. Yeah, Chris did lie to the FBI about that, right? And I'll get there in a minute. Because this is really, really, I mean, there's my daughter's footprints. It's your memory. That is my memory in my sitting room. Not my living room, my sitting room. But when I know the truth, and like I says to my granddaughter, give me that computer, because it is sad, right? I said, it's about time YouTube heard the truth. Now, honestly, I've got a great, you know who you are, you're a great guy, right? He lives out by Arizona. We email one another and we're friends, right? I know actually 2 people. I didn't need to lie on this channel, right? Want to know why? Because, like I says, I've got the proof and I've got the facts. Why should I share it? Just like the original video. Do you honestly think the police didn't, like I says, on the video, you do see Chris dragging something hard, but you didn't see the bottom of it. But there's nobody that walks out of the garage and it's a different person. That is edited. But that's on another video, right? That's another thing about Nicole Kessinger. As much as I'd love her to be behind bars and control anywhere, you should be behind bars. But anyway, we'll get back to I was so angry about this case, eh? So anyway, you're right, Sandy and Frank. It's just people wanting to make money off your misery, your family's misery. Now, I get that, they've even said that, even if you were telling the truth, they wouldn't mind, because they know, like, it's a crime story. And, like, Chris is called the evil monster now to them. They ken what he is. He's still, unless the FBI covered his tracks. The timeline, I'll tell you now what I want to go here, right, because it's really, really starting to pee me off right now, eh. There's kids out there that have went missing. Does anybody give them a think about? Does anybody give them a voice? Oh, let's go on a spirit box and do it. Honestly, I do. I mean, I believe in the afterlife, don't get me wrong. I do believe in that. And I believe I will see my kids again one day. And I do believe, if Sandy was dreaming, but I do believe she's seen Shanann, Bella and Cece and Nico. I do believe that, because I've had that experience. And it's just something that, what could I say? It's like a last goodbye. I mean, just like when I'm videoing my son's dog and you see the orbs. I mean, they weren't there at the time, but my son was communicating with his own dog because he knew I would catch on. But in real time, even his friends still say it to this day. That was D trying to communicate through you, through his dog. Dogs can't see pictures, I'm afraid. Anyway, we'll get back to Shanann, right? Shanann was bossy. She took control of everything, right? Like I said, you do get men out there that are like Chris, but they do kind of have backbone still. I mean, nobody, I've got, like, I don't understand what, the debt and, like, I mean, like Chris says to this day, you're feeding his ego. That's how I'd rather talk about a crime or a kid's crime that actually does need my attention and a voice. That's exactly, I mean, I'll still go over it. Like Frank says, as long as you're telling the truth. And that is the matter of the fact. It's a shame Cindy and Ronnie will never ever believe Chris. But trust me, that divorce was finalised, right? Even the book, right? When she went home, do I think she's went on one? Yeah, I do. But it still doesn't put the fact out there, oh my God, NK. I'll tell you the truth, what happened about NK. Where exactly, times, places, what happened, you name it, I'll tell you it. If you want to know anything honest about this case, just drop a message in the link and I'll tell you. I mean, the FBI got a picture. I mean, see the picture, I have to laugh at, right? I mean, sure, her hair's different on it, for one. For two, she's wearing a jacket. Now, my good friend that lives 2 miles away from Shanann, plus acquaintance of Shanann Watts, I don't know her name because I only spoke to her a few times, but she did say I could see it, so I will get it from my notepad on my emails. But like I said, they got a picture that was from another trip, right? Now think about it. If that was the original picture, as YouTubers claim, right, that are milking this Watts Island, that's how they end up start talking bullshit. I'm sorry if I'm swearing for any children that could be watching this. But it's utter BS. That picture was taken in 2016 at a live, just a conference. It was only a meeting. Now, if you go on the memorial page, you'll actually see the picture on the memorial page. 2016 at a Lavelle conference. I mean, if you look at Nicole Atkinson, her hair's different too, compared to the video with the officers. But the photo, I mean, it was misleading, it was old, it was false. The FBI really covered his arse. He admitted to it. Then 6 months later, he admitted it was him. It was him. Right? And it was him. I believe you as well, Frank Troy. I've always thought his interview was interested in the fact that they met up on the Friday, and to dig a hole that deep, considering what time you left. I mean, I've done the timing, and I've got the timing anyway, but because my granddaughter was studying the case, because it's true crime now. It is true crime, sadly. But like the Rusick said, they wouldn't mind people talking about this if it was true. The picture is on Shanann's memorial, where she's sitting with a live band having a meal. Right? Now, if you want to go and pay $7.99 a month, whatever, to listen to utter BS, off you pop. If you're interested in that, because I've got a fancy logo up, I can do that. I'd rather show you myself, show you what grief does actually do to you, right? There's only two spiritual I like the Judy Medium, and I like Joshua Paranormal Hope. They're the only two that I will believe on that afterlife stuff. And the only channels that really talk the truth when this case first hit YouTube, sadly, they get loads of these followers, over millions of followers, and then they stop. Crazy. But no, that picture was not in Arizona airport. There is no last pictures of Shanann. Now remember, Shanann had a purple bag. She didn't have a purple bag at that time. Her purple bag was hanging up beside the other 85 she had. Shanann had a spending addiction. And I'm sorry, I will put my point out about this crime. They were in debt, and I don't understand to this day why their family, especially the family. I mean, I'm bipolar, and that's what I do. But now I can learn to control it. But, I mean, was Shanann maybe not diagnosed wrong from lupus? Because, her autopsy was so healthy, especially for having lupus. And, I mean, do people really believe the Thrive patches helped? Come on. They're only, you do get stuff out there. I'm not saying because I take vitamins. I'd be telling lies. Me and my husband, my family take vitamins. So, yeah, I do get it. But, my granddaughter, she emailed a company for free patches. So, I don't know what happened to them. We're still waiting on them. So, I don't know where, I'll have to check the emails. If I've not already ordered. Because I would like to try them. But, wow, that woman had some, she was amazing, but the ones that were just, the murders were horrific, right? What's medieval that you'll take to your grave with Chris Watts than what he's done? Really? Chris, the only thing you're taking to your grave? The things that Nicole Kessinger done, I could tell you now where the oxy came from too. As I say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. But anyway, the Theory Weary t-shirt is 2016, and you see the full picture. I've got it. If you put it in the post, and you could actually see the plates on the table, the meals, and you could actually see the live band. Just like when the police done the original video. You didn't see Shanann on Nate's camera. You see Nicole's car, but you didn't see Shanann. That's why he goes like that when he's in the house. She definitely was here when she left. Because I think the doorbell footage, I'm not 100% right. I think the doorbell footage was false. That wasn't even the right, no, what am I on about? Sorry. I'm sitting here dictating to people that's telling lies. No, the original footage that was edited as well. No, I did tell you about the Arizona one. There was no pictures took in Arizona. Last ever known picture, because if you remember, Shanann wasn't well that weekend. They said they had to take water and food up to her, because he gave her the oxy in her shake before she left with Nicole Atkinson. And she did tell him if she come home and he hadn't read that book, basically hadn't read that book, it was a done deal. I mean, she'd already done the deal on the 8th to the 9th. That's, I mean, could have not really sat and spoke it out rather than texting, really. I mean, how did I always wonder why Shanann never told her family nothing. I mean, and I never understood, like, if you're going to move, right, you can move, because, like, I've done it. But, I mean, at least I could jump in a car and go to my family. Like, every time, if Shanann wanted this lifestyle, right, that's the way I think they should never have been together. Because, like, he was they weren't compatible for day one, and I think Chris knew that. I mean, if you watched yesterday's video, you would see what I'm saying about, I've gave you the investigators went and got the interviews from their jobs when they worked together, and I've told you what they said. But the theory with that picture is not true, and it's just pure, totally ludicrous, man. It really is. To think that your family's getting trashed, right? And our autopsies, I could not go through that. And I've heard Sandy, honest to God, I've heard her. And I wouldn't be saying Catholic stuff, I really wouldn't. No, for my parents' memories. Trust me, no. I'd be wanting to put my fist through the channels. And you get into it there that go, oh, the Ruzick family told me to stop. Hello? They have told you to stop just only 6 months ago. Do you want to see the video? They even tell you, if you're going to talk about the truth, the story, make sure it's the truth and facts, not theories, not editors, not adding things there. It certainly wasn't there. Chris lied about everything, right? The FBI backed his story up, right? It's all there in black and white. It's in black and white for you actually to look yourself. I mean, I get, yeah, there's some bits that's not in it. But if you like crime and you want the facts, would you not rather stay with the people that do give you the facts? But, like it says, that picture is in watching a band. Shanann was not well that weekend because of that oxycodone he gave her. That's why she had oxycodone in her system. And no, she wasn't drunk either. It's just what happens. I mean, to throw your family about in a pit and then put your bairns in batteries and then drive away, Chris, listening to that Metallica song, Battery. I had never even heard of the Metallica, and I went and listened to that song. Wow. And they thought he was okay. If you heard the music, YouTubers If you really want the truth, instead of hitting on NK, because the only reason I'll tell you the exact fact how she will get investigated, and only will get investigated, and this is a fact and proof. But I'm not putting my proof out there at the moment. I will at a later date. And I appreciate and thank you for subscribing. I know it's harder on YouTube, but it is. It's just really, really starting to get to me, and it's no like I'm saying, nah, it isn't. It's utter BS. That picture is in a band in 2016 at a conference. Then the doorbell footage. Now, I'm only going to say this once. That doorbell footage is not, and I'm saying it again, is not Shanann returning home that night. Now, this is a fact, not a theory, or not my opinion. This is fact. That is not a picture of Shanann. Look at Shanann in North Carolina when she shows you her bump at 15 weeks. She was quite big for 15 weeks. So, think about it. Think about it, guys. The FBI really did, sadly, they did hard proof. The minute he confessed it was her, and then it was her that killed the kids, and then they covered that off day one. And I'm sorry I've not got my fancy background or my hair's not done. This is just plain me, only my oil face cream. You know who I'm talking about. No, this is just a friend. I sent her a video this morning. She lives in Dundee. But the whole footage and the picture is fact. If you want to know about my video tonight about Nicole Kessinger, what happened to her, what yous didn't get to see, what nobody got to see, but they're demanding they want to see it, I'll tell you now. See if that was my family covered over YouTube, I'll tell you now. I would say you's assed for here till your asses came back through your button shirts and then down your throat. I would, because it's ridiculous. It's the same. I mean, I've unsubscribed for quite a lot of YouTube channels because they've got all these followers, but yet we'll just talk about utter bullshit. As we say in Scotland, it doesn't work like that. You've got to gain, and people out there, if yous are stupid enough to believe what is on What's Island, because I'm not on What's Island, I'm on True Crime. So, I'm talking about the watch, yeah, because I'm living it now. And trust me, if I ever dealt with anything like that in my life, I would. And you get ins that go, oh, if the Rusiks told me to stop doing this and everything, I would. Hello. Well, the Rusiks have put it up on their memorial. Please, if you're talking about it, talk about the truth. Not facts, because all yous are doing is making money off their family's misery. The first year, they had to go through, obviously, the court cases and that, and I get that, because that was the same with me. Took me 3 years after my daughter went. 3 years it was for the court. And so I understand that the first and second, and then the third year, they were all like into getting therapy, and you've got to try and see. If you've never lost a kid, right, you'll never understand it. If you've lost a child, you'll understand it. But if you haven't, it's no like losing a mum, it's no like losing a sister. It's, put it this way, I wouldn't wish it on any parent. I mean, like my own story. I mean, I was sitting here Christmas Eve, and I got that chat every parent dreads. And it's unfair. There is evil in the world. But yet, you'll continue to thingy NK. Yous could talk about NK till the cows come home. At least, get your facts right, eh? If you're going to talk about this crime. It's on Shine Bright Like Shanann, Frank Rusick, and Sandy does get angry. But I wouldn't blame her as a mother, because a mother is totally different. The woman carries the child. It's just different, I think. We get to feel them first. It's just so different. I mean, it's just crazy how you keep going like over the same thing over and over. I get, if you want the truth, subscribe, ask, and I'll gladly help you along understanding what other YouTubers are doing. And I'll be doing a video on that as well, about the Watts Island. I'm not on Watts Island. I love crime. I love a true crime. I didn't love a make-it-up crime. So, if you want, subscribe, comment. I've got all the Cheryl and Cadell books, because I've noticed somebody didn't have any of the books. Well, I've got them all. The Letters for Christopher was kind of BS, because it was too much God quotes. But I skipped all that. But, I'm a Catholic, but I'll wait till I meet the big man, and then I'll... But, until then, everybody, so I hope that at least gives you a wee bit of closure. Well, I've spoke that long, my hair's dried. I know I look terrible, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm not on here to impress and studio. I mean, my husband is going to do his wee bit of corner in my room, but the spare room I have that I do all my ironing in and my hair and you name it. But I just can't believe it that 8 years in August later that it's there's honestly, I've unsubscribed for a lot of channels because I'm seeing NK, The Basement, NK was in the house once when the FBI was there, and I've got a picture of it. Right? You didn't get nothing for free in life. Shanann was wrong on quoting everybody that. Do I think as a parent that if my daughter was, I mean, it's always going to be the Watts hate the Rusiks hate the Watts. It's always going to be like that. And I mean, maybe if you'd understand, but I mean, putting your bairns in crude oil, just not, and your pregnant wife. I mean, did he honestly really think he wasn't going to get caught? But the minute he confessed, that was it, and they failed the polygraph test. That's how the pictures, Arizona airport, and it's false. Go to Shining Bright Shanann, Light Shanann. Listen to Frank Rusik. I was nearly in tears yesterday listening to him. And I knew by his face. I mean, you're looking great. Even yourself, Frankie, you're looking great considering, because I see it in my sons. They're used to hearing other siblings, and it's just they two. It's so unfair. I believe God places people in your life for a reason. And God also chooses to take people out of your life for a reason. That's how I hate others begging on YouTube as well for treatment, things like that. You didn't beg for money. I mean, I get people didn't hate people in this world, right? And it's cruel. It's evil. But you shouldn't hate animals if you can't afford treatment, right? In my opinion, if you can't afford to look after them, feed them, I mean, you've got to think. I mean, when I get my ragdolls, I didn't just go, oh, I'll go and buy a couple of dead cats, but fuck the vet bills. You can't do that. So you've got to take all that into consideration. People doesn't have money to pay for other people's things. And if you're buying merchandise on YouTube, if you know the person, fair enough. And I mean know them, fair enough. But just be cautious, just be cautious. Like it says, I didn't want to be a multi-million crime story. I just want to give you the true fact that is not the picture in Arizona airport. There is no last picture of Shanann Watts. The last picture of Shanann Watts was the one she last put on her Facebook page, and I'm sure that was the girls at the beach. And I'll tell you more. So anyway, like I said, the FBI covered him, Chris Watts, for day one. Well, should we say D.A. Rourke, the minute he failed the polygraph, and the minute they said it was him. So it's up to yourselves whether to believe other people, but I do have the proof, but I'm not putting it out there for people to edit it and whatever. But that is a true fact. They are two different pictures. That picture at the doorbell is not Shanann when she's pregnant. Think about the picture you see in North Carolina. And look at her, how fat she is there. She's no big. Two different pictures. She wasn't even pregnant on that one. in North Carolina. She takes a picture of herself on the, I believe it's the 3rd of August in North Carolina, when she's 15 weeks pregnant, before she goes home. And I think that was the last known picture of Shanann with her parents at the beach, and private ones as well. But if you want to know about Nicole Kessinger, timelines, what happened, just subscribe and drop a comment in today's video and let me know what you think. But it's all false. All the YouTube channels are just using you to make them look themselves big. Misery of other people's families, misery. Do you honestly think for 1 minute if they thought Nicole Kessinger was involved that they wouldn't be wanting something? Honestly. But anyway, they do things for it's on finding Shine Bright Light Shanann, all the proof of their donations with clothes from Celeste and Bella. Shanann's clothes to, I think, people, like, it's just beware, basically, because there was definitely no warning signs. And the interview with Jeremy and his wife on the podcast I was listening to, I think it's Truth Crime Talks. It's just a guy and he's got a studio and he's, I think people all know, but everything he said, I couldn't have put it better myself. I mean, he knew what type of person Shanann was, but didn't really want to say. But if you want, I'll be putting a video out later on today about Nicole Kessinger. Yeah, she should be behind bars, but should people be thinking that they're owed explanations? I'm telling you, fair experience. Yous are not due any explanations. It's a true crime story. If you're going to talk a true crime, say it fair, like you're reading a book, from the finish to the start. Say it like that, then bang, move on to the next story, rather than keep going on and on 8 years later. Honestly, even my husband says it. Why are they going to keep thinking his mistress? She was just, she was the brains of the operation. She did want Shanann and the kids out the way. She did. And the investigators choose to ignore that. And I remember, talking about the story with my husband, and that was on a daily basis at that time. I mean, my granddaughter was a wee bit young to hear some of the things I was saying, but it's true, really, saying, yeah, anybody will make a quick buck, as long as, I mean, that's like her has got over 1 million followers. She talks utter BS. If I'm going to listen to somebody, right, I'll listen to a journalist, right, because obviously they've been there. They're standing there facing them, or of some sort anyway, right? People like that, or somebody's went and spoke to Chris Watts, like Cheryl Cadle. She's the most hated woman in America because of this. Because she got the truth from Chris Watts. And it's sad too, because that is actually Chris telling his mum and dad that was what he done. Just like when you see Cindy on the phone to him, and he says, don't confess to something you didn't do. And he went, Mum, it was all on me. It was all on me. But they think, to this day, they don't visit. They still send them money and phone calls. But do you honestly really think Cindy and Ronnie especially hasn't said nothing now? Come on, eh? But no, I didn't hear that doing on record, but I do believe Dylan Tallman, I mean, he did get letters from them himself. But they're saying that he's definitely hiding something, which he is. He's hiding for Nicole. I mean, he's starting to talk. Yep, he's got a lawyer and he's starting to talk. You think about it, he's been, majority of his life, he's been 23 hours a day locked up. So he's had a lot to think about. But at the end of the day, it was his own fault. But because, they shouldn't have even, another kid shouldn't have even been, even spoke about, never been considered doing. I mean, you seen it in his face when he comes in, that he's not happy. You see it clear as day. And that was before Nicole Kessinger. You just see it. I mean, do I believe that there was a lot more going on than what meets the eye? 100%. But the Rusiks did not see not a thing. Shanann didn't tell them anything. She just said they were having a few marital problems, but it's just Chris being Chris. But do I believe what Jeremy says about, and do I believe what the Ford dealership said about the two of them? Yep. What type of woman Shanann was. I mean, you see it in videos anyway, but people choose no one to believe that, or you're bashing somebody. No, you're not. I mean, this is true crime now, right? And at least I'm putting the truth out. I'm not disrespecting their memory. I'm only saying Shanann wasn't the suburban American woman, wife, mother that people like to think that she was. I mean, the kids were at school for 7:30, and Chris picked them up at 4:30. Bear in mind, he came home, got showered, and then went and got them in the Lexus. And then, I mean, people think that they've seen all the pictures as well. They've not. That's what I mean. It's only private messages, private pictures and videos that they got, and pictures took down from YouTube and videos. But at that time, I didn't know. So I got everything on a USB stick. But you didn't see it now. I mean, there's in where Bella's like that. Like, that shouldn't have been shown anyway. But I mean, like, anal temperatures, I couldn't have put my kids through that. I mean, you hear Chris telling the police really what's a matter with the kids. And, I mean, they were healthy. That's what I didn't get. Like, why did... I mean, I didn't ken if that would come up in an autopsy, that Cece would have been allergic to tree nuts. But, I mean, there's pictures of her eating things, and I've searched that thing over in America, and it's got tree nuts in it. And like I said, there is a Facebook page, and you do see Shanann asking somebody for EpiPens. She says, put Cece's name on them. And Chris did always say the kids were sick. Was it attention? She was in control. Chris basically didn't get to say nothing. I mean, know that it gives him the right to take his pregnant wife out and his 2 daughters. I mean, he always wanted a son, apparently. And that's why Frank wasn't really, at first, he wasn't really bothered about her having a boy, because Cece was a wee tomboy. So, to be honest, what I think the mean was, Cece was a wee tomboy, they were in debt. I didn't think it was anything to do with their daughter's health. I think it was because of the debt they were in. But I just didn't understand why Shanann didn't talk to her dad, but yet they were on FaceTime every day. That's a question that you will never ever get, because sadly she's not here to answer that. She was beautiful. Oh yes, she was. I thought she was too good for Chris in looks and things like that. Like back in her day, I never thought she would have went with a jelly belly like that. But I still didn't see the attraction that you get people saying, he was nice looking, or I never seen it in him, even when he was muscle. I mean, Shanann didn't even like him going to the gym. That's how she went out and bought that gym stuff down in the basement. And he was not happy about it. And why do I think Chris had her phone? Because I think he tried to, because she had changed the pin on it, I think he was going to send a decoy saying, she wasn't well, just leave us alone, you name it. He was going to text it from Shanann's phone to his phone, so he could have said to the police officers, but she had changed the passcode, as you all know. But like I says, if you want the truth, rather than utter BS on channels, please subscribe. Anyway, take good care, because I do. Sorry, I'm not looking great, but I'm just out the shower. Goodbye.